Welcome back to another F1 video today, man. We're checking out the man, the myth, the legend, and possibly the GOAT, Adrian Newey, F1 genius car design, most notably known at Williams, McLaren, and now Red Bull. The season starting next Saturday, which I had no idea the season actually started next Saturday. I thought it was still like an extra week or so away. Actually, this Saturday, yeah, that's crazy. Like the F1 season's already back, so I will be dropping delivery this weekend. I have to get that done. Maybe after a race, but it's gonna be this weekend. I already have like the cars in order. I just gotta just record it. That's it. I just have to record it. So be on the lookout for that. As always, hope you guys are doing good and amazing, stupendous, and well. I actually did see like the video of like the preseason testing. I'll make this quick and simple. I seen like Logan Sargent spin out. Hopefully, he ain't mad at spin. I seen Red Bull being Red Bull. I seen McLaren's, Ferrari, stuff like that. So it should be good, fun season. I did see the new, Sauber kit car, whatever. I don't care. That livery looks kind of crazy. It's a really, really nice livery. And RB, Cash App. Anyway, without further ado, shout out to F1 Education with the video. All credit goes to them. We are going to check it out. We are going to see what's on. Don't forget to like the video and sub as well, boys and girls. Man, let's just get it.
If you are a fan of Formula One, you would have definitely heard the name Adrian Newey. Newey is one of the most influential engineers in the history of Formula One. Currently, he's the Chief Technical Officer at Red Bull. In this video, we will look at his career and accomplishments and understand why he's the genius behind Red Bull's success. Let's get started. Adrian Newey was born in 1958 in England. He graduated with an aeronautics degree from Southampton University in 1980, where he did his thesis on ground effect aerodynamics. After graduation, Newey began working with the Fittipaldi F1 team before moving on to the US to work in Indy racing, where his car design won the Indy 500 in 1985. In 1987, Newey served as Marco Andretti's race engineer, and in 1988, he became a chief designer with the March project for Formula One.
Golly. So in the span of like 3 or 4 years, he was already this like big. Adrian Newey's crazy, bro. Shout out Adrian Newey for real, man. He just came in here and just did his thing. Like he just did his thing. Came in here with Andretti's, the fake parties now. That the March team. Like that color's kind of tough. That turquoise, hey, color's kind of crazy. That turquoise does go kind of crazy, but that turquoise is crazy. I just have to say again, that turquoise
March
is
became
crazy.
Leighton House Racing in 1990, and Newey was promoted to technical director. In 1991, Newey moved to Williams and had a very successful stint with the team. His career at Williams ended with his cars winning 59 race victories, 78 pole positions, and 60 fastest laps, all from 114 races.
We need
From
Williams to act, man.
1997 till 2005,
Dominating.
Newey worked for McLaren. At the end of the 2005 season, Red Bull reportedly paid Newey $10 million a year to recruit him away from McLaren. At this time, Red Bull was just a novice team, having been formed just a year earlier. Newey's first 3 years at Red Bull were moderately successful, with the team finishing 5th in the Constructors' Championship in
I can't be mad at Red Bull about that because they were like a new team entering. Like they were like, we're gonna get the best, and that's where Adrian Newey stepped in. To pay $10 million to have that much, you're like, yeah, like we are going to get the best, and that's where they got Adrian Newey. Like they knew, man, like for us to compete, we need
2007.
the best.
In 2009, rule changes ushered in a new era for Red Bull. Technical changes were introduced to improve overtaking, and on the financial side, budgets were capped in order to make smaller teams more competitive. Among the major changes was the introduction of KERS, a braking device to recover kinetic energy, and the
KERS.
reintroduction of slick tires. An important change in aerodynamics was having a lower and wider front wing and a higher and narrower rear wing. The main idea behind these changes was to make overtaking easier. Newey's car design for 2009, the RB5, didn't feature KERS, and slick tires increased its grip by about 20%.
It looks kind of funny.
Car featured a pull rod suspension, a design concept encouraged by Newey, and a push rod at the front. Red Bull made major strides during this season and finished 2nd in the Constructors' Championship. The RB6, designed for the 2010 season, was basically an evolution of the predecessor with only a few changes. Refueling was banned in 2010. Therefore, Newey designed a car with a bigger fuel tank and narrower front tires to optimize weight distribution and balance on the car. That year,
Adjusted.
Red Bull drivers claimed 15 pole positions and won 9 races. Red Bull clinched their first Constructors' Championship and first Drivers' Championship for Vettel. Then they won 3 more Constructors' Championships and Drivers' Championships between 2011 and 2013 with Vettel and Webber. 2014 marked the beginning of the turbo hybrid era in Formula One. 2.4-liter V8 engines were replaced with 1.6-liter V6 turbocharged power units integrated with ERS,
So it got
Hybrid
lighter?
Energy Recovery System.
Like lighter engines.
This period saw the start of Mercedes' dominance, during which they won 7 Drivers' Championships and 8 Constructors' Championships. Red Bull performed well during this period, winning a race in every year except 2015. They finished second in the Constructors' Championship 3 times, 2014, 2016, and 2020.
So it seemed like even though with the new like changes, stuff like that, in terms of like the new like the engine, turbo hybrid, whatever, like they didn't have the same success because obviously it's where Mercedes with the greatest, with the best driver at that era, or some say of all time, Lewis Hamilton, dominating, taking over. Him and Rosberg just being absolute studs, but most specifically Lewis Hamilton winning all those championships with Mercedes. I mean, Red Bull tried, but it couldn't really repeat the same success they had with Sebastian Vettel, stuff like that, in like those 4 years. But still finished second, 14, 16, 20, 20, like, it's still good. Like, that's still really good.
Between
Still really
2015 and 2018, Newey said that the part of the decline in performance of its cars was due to the Renault power units used at the time. Red Bull switched to the Honda power unit starting in 2019. The team was competitive in 2020, but according to Newey, there was a handling imbalance on their 2020 car. Newey made several changes to the car for the 2021 season, which allowed them to gain an advantage. Among these changes was a new gearbox casing and a new rear suspension arrangement. 2021 saw Red Bull return to the top when Verstappen became the world champion. 2021 marked the end of the turbo hybrid era, and new regulations were introduced in 2022. Some of the major changes were new 18-inch tires and the use of ground effect, using the floor of the car to create downforce. Red Bull adopted best to the new regulations. The RB18 designed for the 2022 season is statistically Newey's most successful car design to
Probably
date.
say last season
Verstappen
too,
and
though.
Perez won 17 out of 22 races, and Red Bull won both the Drivers' and Constructors' Championship for the first time since 2013. In total, Newey's car designs have won 23 Drivers' and Constructors' titles and 193 Grand Prix. Hope this video helped you learn about the life
23 constructors. Shout out Adrian Newey. Just shout out Adrian Newey, man. Just absolute freaking stud. Shout out Adrian Newey. Simply incredible. Simply incredible, man. I can't. Jeez. Everywhere he goes, he's just a winner. Everywhere he goes, he wins. He just wins. I mean, probably the greatest car designer, engineer of all time in the Formula One. And Red Bull has him. Jeez. Well, we can probably say Red Bull's probably going to win again this year, which a lot of people feel like they are going to win again this year. But you guys, let me know you guys about Adrian Newey, man, the myth, the legend, the absolute GOAT. Don't forget to like the video and sub as well. Take care, stay amazing. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.